I'm Suzanne, and I'm making a couple of videos here about the Deciphering Secrets, Manuscripts of the Middle Ages, the hands-on project. Now, I've already done this course once, and I'm planning on doing it again. And I'm thinking about paper today, and what you're going to end up doing. When I took the course, it started in December of 2016, and I was told that I could use printer paper to do all of the things that I wanted to do. So I made about 16 sheets of printer paper and did the lining and everything, used the coffee stain, and I basically almost, well, I don't think this lighting is, there we go, right, but I've almost gone through the page with this, and the lining, I'll try and bring it up to the camera, you really can't see it, but the lining that I did for it, with this particular page, I was using the pointed end of my compass, and that practically, when it did go through 2 pages while doing that, completely ruined them. The problem that I have isn't the compass or the sharp implement or the pencil going through. The paper is printer paper, and when you apply the coffee stain to printer paper, it goes right through. There's no way to have the distinction that you're trying to get by doing the coffee stain of having a hair side and a flesh side. The hair side would be dark with the coffee stain. The flesh side would be light without the coffee stain. So if you use printer paper, be aware that you're not going to have that distinction. I'm going to go back to this. When I was doing my first project, and this was it, the pages would have gone like this. So this would have been the size of book that I was particularly trying to make, small. So my lines were small, narrow. They were 1/2 centimeter. Here's my problem. When I start writing at that way, my handwriting is bigger than fits happily on that spacing. So this is something you really want to consider. What is your handwriting? And I've brought in here 2 books. One is lined and ruled, and the size that is used in the United States. The spacing on this particular one, let's see what it says. It says college ruled on the cover of this book. And then I brought in a typical square ruled European style paper. The difference in size, let me put the European one and the American one together. It's the European one is sticking up, and the American one is shorter. That's the big difference. When it comes to the ruling on the paper, this college ruled and the European ruled, I'm trying to align the top line and the bottom, and showing you that really the ruling for college ruled according to the US standard, and the typical European checked rule is the same. And in the Coursera course, Deciphering Secrets, Medieval Manuscripts, it's mentioned that the preferred ruling is 0.7 millimeters. So this is 0.7. If your handwriting is going to fit on this when you're doing calligraphy, you're in good shape. This is what you're going to want to use. So that's the first thing. You really want to know that. Okay, back to paper. We were told originally to use some heavy paper. Here's some card paper that I have partly done with the coffee stain on one side. You can see where the coffee stain ends here. I'm going to continue using this page today, putting more coffee stains on it. I also bought a pad of art paper. It's thicker, and I was especially going for the feel. You can't see my hand rubbing over this, but one side of this has a bit more texture than the other. Not much, but a bit. And that's the type of art paper I want. I'm also planning on using the back to be the cover. So it was expensive, but it's going a long way. So the other thing I've got here are 4 sheets of paper, art paper, and I'm going to be dyeing those this morning. So, thank you.